Another question I have is just today, Google announced a new streaming music initiative, Google Play Music All Access. They're going to be selling subscription music, streaming music on the web. I'm wondering what you think of that model of streaming music on the web. I mean, Spotify, we're seeing more and more of these services. Is this the future of music? Is this just going to be happening for the next few months and years? Or what do you think of initiatives like what Google just announced today?
Honestly, I don't really know what that means, because they're subscribing to sold music. And what if I made a song and put it on the internet tomorrow? It's Spotify. Spotify doesn't spot that. So, right, we live in this connected, instant, right now world, and those services are cool for songs that were for sale yesterday. Now, just songs to listen to. Google owns YouTube. If I want to hear music, I'm just going on YouTube. So it doesn't really make sense at all, actually. I know how I listen to music, right? But I also sell music, so it's kind of weird. But I go to YouTube to hear music. I get on my iPad, I go to YouTube, I type it in, and it's there, streaming, for free. So it's kind of weird, actually.
Now, as an artist, though, how do artists make
money?
money?
And I got a record for sale.
How do artists make money? How do artists make money off it? From that model, I mean, how do you as an artist profit off that when people are making money or seeing your work for free on services like that?
The dirty little secret is that very, very few artists actually made a really healthy living selling records in the history of the music industry, because people forgot that the music industry was always technology. Like, people forgot that RCA was technology that Americans used in World War I and II, and then RCA became a consumer product, and then bought Victor's talking machine, and it also became our radio. And it's also the reason why artists don't get paid terrestrial radio rights in America, because it was always the lost leader. Here, 2013, if you didn't write the song and you just performed it, you don't get any money when it's played on radio. Now, if you're an act from 1960, and your song's playing on K Earth 101, and right after it is a Depends commercial, because you know exactly who the audience is, older folks, that artist isn't participating in any of the revenue, because America doesn't practice terrestrial radio rights. So you have to look at the origins of the music industry being hardware. Our music was made to sell hardware, to the point that if you sold outside of that circle, you were deemed a sellout. A sellout doesn't mean you change your morals. You sold out of the circle of things you were supposed to sell. Phonographs, record players. We could have been signed a Cadillac. There's radios in Cadillac. But that's not what we were supposed to sell. So artists are supposed to make money when they come up with other things to sell and use their music to sell it. Dr. Dre and Beats, me and I Am Plus, or going out and selling out venues. You want to sell out? Sell out the Staples Center. You want to make money? Do your own festival. Write your own songs, because publishing was the first music industry. You wrote songs, they printed on sheet music, and you sold pianos, trumpets, violins, violas, tubas, oboes. And people came together to play them, and they sold out Carnegie Halls. And architects built cathedrals and theaters. Music is supposed to build bars, and you're supposed to sell other things with it. Until the music industry figures out what we're going to sell, hardware, then we are just a hired gun to sell somebody else's stuff.